Einstein Hospital had 7 tons of fabric waste going into landfills every year. The upcycling program is rerouting a large percentage of that into these channels that results in repurposed garments or bags or other things that people can utilize. So saving the space in the landfill while actually doing something good in the community and for hospital staff and patrons.
The volume of hospital textile used is immense, and you don't notice, but they are replaced almost nightly. The criteria to dispose of those textiles are even minimal defects make them not appropriate to come back to the hospital. So it's not necessarily exposure to biologics, blood, or that kind of situation, but a little tear. If there is a little defect, if there is a little scratch on that textile should be disposed.
Einstein Hospital is one of the biggest private hospitals in São Paulo, which is like the main economic city in Brazil. So when I learned about this project, what really hooked me into it is that the people who are taking this linen, this fabric, and transforming that into upcycled product are women in vulnerability situations.
How do we assess the amount? How do you streamline the process? How do you understand the sense and the size of the problem?
The first vision is just to apply modern tools to what the existing process is. And so what do most of the players involved use to communicate? They use WhatsApp, and so we'd like to tie into that platform as opposed to using email and spreadsheets.
We built 2 separate interfaces, one for the hospital, which uploads the textiles, and then also one for the upcyclers who can see what materials are available and what items are requested by the hospital for them to create with that. And so it's kind of like a marketplace system as well.
The teamwork collaboration was one of my favorite parts of the project. It was one of my most long-term teamwork projects as well, because we worked together over 2 quarters with a team of 4 people, and I think it was a really great opportunity to develop bonds with other students at Stanford who I never would have gotten to interact with from different grades. I joined in as a sophomore, so I got to collaborate with juniors and seniors as well, so that was just a great opportunity for me to form closer bonds there.
This is not something that's just a dream, there are results. There's 7 tons of fabric waste that used to go into landfills that's not going into landfills. Specifically to upcycling, I think this is a great example of the impact that it can have and the type of resources technically that you could put towards it that make it better and more viable. So I'd love to see it used to open eyes in other industries like airlines and food service, etc. I think that'd be terrific, and I think that's totally possible.
When it's Children's Day in Brazil, and then they give 1 doll for each patient, and you see the patients happy, and you see the seamsters, they're very happy, and you see the cleaning team, they're booming about this. You're like, dude, this is so cool.